Hello and welcome to my Let's Play / stream of Star Trek Online. I am the Big B82 and this is part 47 of 46. So many series going on at the same time. Part 46 of my TOS era Starfleet Tactical Officer. We're going to undertake the final mission in the Breen War / Cold War story arc, where we are on a race to the Preserver Archive to try to beat Thot Trel, who's there to try to gain weapons to basically shift the balance of power in his favour to basically make the Breen Confederacy a lot more stronger. In the previous episode, in the previous part, we raced with his crew, with his crew and backers for the star charts for the location of the archive, and he basically got us to get him in the last piece, and he left one of his cronies to defeat us, Thot Trel, and we defeated him. So it's just us and Thot Trel, and we are going to try and stop him from getting access to this archive. So just bear with me and I will get this show on the road, as they say in Belgium. Okay. So that's how the ambassador. Where is he? There we are, Ambassador Sarah. Cold storage. Our scientists have consulted with your commanders and they have concurred with your crew's theory. If there is an intact preserver library, it is likely located in the Lae'nas System. I suggest that you begin your search on Lae'nas 2. It has a climate that's similar to the Thara. If the preservers settled there eons ago, it is possible that they would have chosen a similar world for this facility. Please be safe, but be quick. Long-range sensors have detected breen vessels in space near the Lae'nas System. I fear that they have made the same conclusions as we have. You must find the preserver technology before they do. And we are already here at the Lae'nas System. It saves all the hassle of travelling through space. I hope everyone is well. Everyone is doing okay. I'm not going to mention anything, because this is a free zone of anything outside influence that was currently going on when I did this. Hey look, Lobe crystals. Captain, sensors have shown a skirmish between the small breen invasion force and a small pocket of Alpha Jemadar. Records show that the Dominion had a base in this system during the Dominion War. It's considerable that the Alpha Dominion took it over after the Dominion retreated. Neither side will be very happy to see us here. I recommend that we engage now while we still have an element of surprise. Again, we're the... Again, I don't know the fact that we're the aggressors here. I mean, We spoke with the Alpha Jemadar only a few months back. We promised to leave them alone. I guess this archive is so important that we're just throwing out our Federation ideals. There are breen life signs already on the surface, Captain. We will need to hurry, but they'll ransack the archive. What are you looking so worried about, Temet? What's got you so jumpy? You're my first officer. Should I demote you and make Tarsi first officer? Because on edge, don't you? Not only Breen and Jemadar, not they're intimidating or anything. We just fought 2,200 Jemadar, so, and the Borg, so I don't know what you're worried about. So then the Lae'nas System. And now she looks angry. It's a further change in emotions. Are you sure you're a Vulcan or you're a Romulan? Sensors now show Sensors show multiple life signs, Captain, but something is interfering with the biological and filtering. I can't tell exactly what is out there. I recommend that we proceed with caution, but we need to find the breen before they can access the Preserver archive. I'm getting some interesting readings from an object in the northeast. Recommend we head in that direction. Readings are indicate that it could be fully or partially buried, so keep your eyes open. Anyway, so I've been doing some off-stream stuff, and I now have partly completed the Omega Borg set, which gives me a anti-proton particle and also gives me the distortion field. Not one of the best ground sets out there, but any excuse to run around with a fully automatic anti-proton weapon, because anti-proton is cool. I'll wait to do this, or we're going to get attacked. I'm pretty sure we're going to get attacked first. So I'm probably going to do this, and I'm probably going to get attacked during it. Nicely done, Doctor. Captain, this device seems to be connected to a subterranean power source. I can pinpoint the location of the source, but if we can locate the area where the energy disturbance is strongest, then we should be able to triangulate the location of the underground power network. So I'm reading multiple transporter signals. I can hear it. I believe we've alerted the breen to our location. And my officers took care of it. One thing though about this game is ground combat is it's okay in places, but it's space that's the important stuff. I mean, all the stuff I much prefer space, and I pretty much gear myself towards doing stuff in space. we got here? Fascinating. It appears that the energy readings are faint neutrino emissions. I can surmise that the archive is powered by an antimatter reactor, and if the preservers were using antimatter reactions thousands of years ago, their technology must have been much more advanced than we realised. Captain, if we can locate the antimatter reactor's neutrino emitter, I can use a resonance mapping to chart the whole facility. She likes her mapping, don't she? Ironically, she's not actually a scientist. She's actually a doctor. The person who should be doing that should be the hologram of Dr. Bashir, because Dr. Bashir knows all this shit. But I'm not going to rain on Temet's parade. Excellent. We can map... What's she scared about again? Excellent. We can map out the entire facility from here, sir. And from what looks of it, there's been multiple cave-ins and signs of recent excavation. The breen must have already been inside. I've located the surface entrance nearby. We should get there immediately. What's she so jumpy about? She's a Vulcan, for Christ's sake. The one person I would think would not be jumpy would be Temet. I mean, if you followed up to this point, you know that she was on a space station, on Space Station K-13, surrounded by people who had been overtaken by a parasite which attached it to the back of their heads and were basically trying to kill her. She and Scotty were probably the only survivors of that space station. And yet this is making her jumpy? This obelisk may be the key to accessing the archive. Using the information we gathered thus far, we should examine it and see if we can provide information on how we might proceed. This should not make her jumpy. I mean, we're from the 23rd century. There's not shit that we saw. Kind of surprised me. I was expecting it, but not really. Alright. I think we can get the scan results. I don't think you're Vulcan, Temet. I think you're a Romulan, sir. When the last group of breen beamed in, I detected an energy pulse coming from a section of the obelisk. I believe that section is to be an access point to the archives. Based on our research so far, we should be able to open the access point. Okay. Getting this into the archive. We've got a little bit of a puzzle to go through here as well, which I have the how to solve it. And I've done it numerous times. I can't remember it because I don't repeat missions. I can tell you how to complete Green Hill and how to get a perfect ring bonus on Emerald Hill on Sonic 2. I know where the bandana is. I know how to get the bandana on Metal Gear Solid. How clever you are, Sean. I see you found the entrance to this ancient weapons store. Too bad your journey will end here, at the hands of my most elite. I'm almost sad to see you go after all what you've done for me. That is, after all we've been through together. Right. Here's an idiot, which we've pretty much established. I think that's caved in. You can't go that way. Yep, so go this way. I always wondered if you could go that way, but you can't. So yeah, Thot Trel is an idiot. Catfish sandwich. I don't think I would eat that. You gotta try and avoid those bloody grenades that they throw. Right. So now we need to access the archive. So there's 3 consoles. She's going to tell us. We must need to use these consoles to access the archive. Preserver's technology is often sound-based. We need to find the right pattern. So there's 3 consoles here. You got this one, 1, 2, and 3. Now the procedure to access the archive is console number 1 over here. Rest in peace, people using headphones. Number 2. And finally, number 3. You did it, Captain. We gained access to the archives. How kind of you to open the lock for me. Every time I wonder if it was wise to let you live, you do something like this to end up showing me you're worth keeping around. We need to hurry and open the archives, sir, before the breen send more troops. Yeah, I apologise for that. That probably just ended your hearing there. I'm pretty sure it ended mine. So, the archive. Here it is. The thing that I murdered many breen for. The thing that Thot Trel killed innocent civilians for, and put stuff in them brain, and put put devices in their brains to get to. So this is the archive. Let's speak to the archivist. Welcome. Long have we wanted our children to seek us out. Who are you? I am the guardian of all who of who my people were, and all that they remember. My task is to keep the archive safe until the day our children would be united and would want to know what we were. Welcome, my children. I am happy that you finally met me. Tell me about your race. Long ago, life developed on our world before all others. We explored the galaxy, but we were alone. But what is life when there's no one with which to share the joys or the sorrows? So, if the galaxy would not give us companions, we would create them. We created you. Our scientists seeded many worlds and directed evolution. We wanted you to resemble us, but more importantly, we wanted you to understand us. Unfortunately, we knew that we would not live to see you become what you have become. Okay. And create the great wonders that we knew were possible. Most of my people were gone, and the fact that a fragment of them lives on you is enough. We knew that someday you would seek us out, and so few of us remained, waiting for you and the world which would be. Tell me about your technology. We are the technology you seek. Our main focus is the study of genetic code. We learned how to manipulate this code not only to create dozens of species to seed across the hundreds of worlds, but also how to use it to alter our own genetics. You might call us living computers. Each preserver has a genetic memory of our entire race. All of our knowledge and history is stored within each of us. Are there more preservers here? Hundreds. While each preserver has a genetic memory of the entire race, it is deemed important to preserve the individuals so that if the time came for when we could live with our children, we would be sufficient numbers to maintain our species. We built this place and slept, dreaming of the world that would become. We dreamed of the world you would create. What will happen to the preservers now? Some will return to their long sleep, and few will want to see the world that their children have created. The galaxy is yours now, my children, and we are pleased with what you have created. It's Thot Trel. Everything here now belongs to Thot Trel. We finally share our knowledge of all our children. Give me the secrets of your ancient weapons, so I will use them to destroy my enemies. No, my child, I will not help you. There are no weapons here. Do you know who I am? I will obey Thot Trel, or the fairy will suffer more. This is a place of knowledge, a place of learning. A library. Destroy it. Yeah, so Thot, it seems as though we went on a murdering spree together for nothing but an information store. Kind of makes us bad people now, doesn't it? Now it should just be Thot Trel himself, wherever the hell he is. Captain, a Defari ship has entered the system. They're requesting permission to beam down science teams to begin examining the archive. Word from Starfleet Command is that this will be a joint operation led by the Defari. Thank you, Captain, for your help. Since Starchart, I listened to the stories about the Preservers. I never even dreamed that someday I would have a chance to meet one, but you made this possible. My people will celebrate this day. The balance has been restored. You have our eternal gratitude. There we are. It's all over. Captain, this is amazing. The Preservers are the earliest known sentient race. To find an archive of their knowledge and finding a Preserver still alive is almost too much to take in. We will learn more about the earliest days of the universe than we ever thought possible. The Preservers will be able to tell us about the origins of our worlds, even about races like the Iconians. Teams will be working on this archive for decades. There is so much I want to learn, and I know we have to return to the Dublin. Ambassador Sorrell and the Starfleet Command will be waiting to learn what we found. We can leave on your orders. We can leave on your orders, sir. Beam us up, Commander. So that is it. That is the last of the what was a fully extensive real story arc. Next one will be when we get to the Delta Quadrant, which is the Gabardia Prime, which is completely separate. It's not really a story arc anyway. You have made a most extraordinary discovery. The Preservers are alive. We can learn so much from them. They will have knowledge of the earliest days of the galaxy, and that has been lost to time. Perhaps they even remember the Romulans, the Iconians, or the Con Empire. But more important than even the knowledge we'll gain is the safety of my people. The breen threat has ended, and we have you to thank. For now and always, you will be a friend to the Defari. May your life always be in perfect balance. So we can get the this does cold damage. It's a pretty good gun. It's not part of a set, so I think we'll run around with the CRM 200. So that is it for the Defari breen / breen war, Cold War, whatever they call it now. I think it's Cold War they call it now, but yeah, that is it. So when we return in part 47 of my TOS era character, we will be on New Romulus, back on the episodes trail again, I'm afraid, and we'll be doing New Romulus Aid. So I haven't done that book mission, but that's not the point. We'll be doing New Romulus Aid, and we'll be helping them out on their little planet. So thank you very much for watching. I am the Big B82. Thank you again, as I said, for watching. Please subscribe. Comments are always welcome, and as always, thumbs up are also appreciated. Thank you very much for watching, and ciao. How many times I could say thank you very much for watching? It's like the BBC. Ciao.